So yes, I'm Derek from Advance. So maybe many people have heard about Advance. So we are actually focusing on cybersecurity solutions, ranging from like email security, endpoint, firewall, application securities, and down to DevSecOps, and even like many new solutions that we carry. So if you're interested, don't hesitate to call us later on. Okay. So today we are focusing in Splunk Phantom that actually can help you to do the automations and remediation and of some malicious things. So today, actually, when we talk about Splunk, actually, I think many people will hear about Splunk already, right? So your image to Splunk may be that Splunk help you to do log management, right? Or to receive data or to do some analytics. So this is many people's image to Splunk. So for Splunk, actually, if you think that Splunk is only do this part, it is wrong. Actually, Splunk can do much more than that. So for example, in IT operations perspective, it helps you to monitor your IT infrastructure, IT ops to do some preventive maintenance, to check, to predict, okay, whether you get some infections in the future, do some ITSI to do the KPI monitoring to your infrastructure. So actually, Splunk can help you to in many perspectives. So it is about IT part. How about non-IT part is, for example, DevSecOps. So I know that many people nowadays are moving to DevOps, putting all the things on cloud or even in a container environment. So actually, Splunk can help you to do the monitoring to those infrastructure things. So this is Splunk. And for business-wise, actually, many people ask me how Splunk can help to monitor or improve the business analytics in the company. It is very difficult, actually, right? Because we need to understand your business very well in order to do this. But there are so many successful cases, not only in Hong Kong. I'm talking about the last point, okay? Well, only me see that. That's great. So that's good. So I mean that, so business operations actually will help many customers in Hong Kong, and even there are many global references that Splunk help you to do business analytics. For example, if you had a hunt for any loyal customers and then push some notifications to them to attract them to buy more things or to do some marketing campaign to those type of customers, actually those are very brilliant things that Splunk can help you. So focusing today, we are talking about security, right? So Splunk in security actually is very fruitful. In Splunk point of view, it helps you to gather all the information from your security devices. For example, you get firewall, you get routers, you get endpoint solutions, EDR, proxy, you get many security solutions on hand or already in your company. Okay, according to our statistics, okay, many people or many companies already more than 10 or 20 kinds of security appliances in your company. But this is a small number for some large company. So how are you going to manage them? Okay, so Splunk helps you to gather all the information and then help you to do the security incident detections. That means that we can help you to detect whether there are any malicious things in your different kinds of security appliances. Very good. So, and today actually we are going to focus more, like because the topic today is going from detection to response. That means that all what you are doing nowadays is maybe just focusing in the detection part. So maybe you are like thinking, can we do more, like going further to do some automations? It is very difficult, actually. Many customers tell me that it is more easier said than done, right? But actually, Splunk Phantom can help you, okay? So how you can help to do is, it helps you to do the orchestration, automations, and many functions I'm going to explain a little bit later. So this is Splunk. Okay, so although that you cannot see the screen, I'm going to tell you, okay, there are 4 stages in security journey, normally, okay. The first stage is you collect all the logs from your security appliance, okay. This is the first stage. I think it is not easy for many of the customers. They are actually hunting for some log server, okay, to collect the log, but they are not going to analyze that. They're just storing it and then leave it here. But actually you need to have a very well-organized SIE or log management solution to help you store all the logs with compression, with proper retention period, with proper RBAC, robot access, right? So this is the first stage. You need to collect all the logs first. The second stage is you employ some correlation rules or incident detection rules to help you to detect incidents. This is the second stage, right? I think many of the customers in Hong Kong is maybe reaching this stage already reached this stage. So for example, you employ SOC or not, or you actually use SIEM tools to help you to do some, let's just say, security detection, like brute force attack, right? This is a very famous security incident, or hot scanning to all the computers. This is the second stage. But going further, if we want to do some automations, this is actually the way to go, the only way to go. The reason is because in the first stage you collect all the things, in the second stage you detect something. So are you going to leave it behind and then just go to bed? No, you cannot do that. You need to do some actions, right? Or you need to do some response to the security incidents. So this is what we hope today, although the screen is not showing, but actually we want to share how Splunk Phantom can help you to do this kind of automations. And for the fourth stage is more advanced. It's about like the security net center, using detecting not only the outside threat, but also the inside threat, right? The user behavior analytics, and also all kinds of this. So this is much more advanced in stage 4. So hopefully today, after this talk, you are going or planning or already planned to move from stage 2 to stage 3, okay? From detection to response. So focusing, Splunk in security, actually it has many rich features, like what I mentioned about collect all your logs, built in, if you use the Splunk Enterprise Security, okay? Maybe some of you already heard this name. So Splunk has a module called Enterprise Security, with pre-built over 30 correlation threat intelligence, and more than hundreds of correlation searches and dashboards. So this is Splunk actually can help you. You can leverage Splunk to do this kind of security detection. And talking about not only about detection, but on SOAR, so I'm going to deep dive into the SOAR part. Before talking SOAR, let me tell you some daily feeling or daily actually what you are facing nowadays. First of all, many customers come to me and tell me that I am in lack of security experts in our company. This is the left part, okay, leftist part. You do not miss many things, okay? I just actually my point is much fruitful than slide. Okay? So for the left part, it's about the limited resources. That means that maybe you tell me that we have limited experts in your company. No matter how many employees you have, you will tell me this. It's right, because the reason is because of the second point. Because there are too many alerts, okay? The more security applies in your hand implies the more security alerts that you're facing nowadays. For every alert, you need to do what? You need to filter it. You need to verify it, okay? You need to do all the checking, verification, investigation before you take actions. Okay, you cannot act to a security incident or alert without verification, okay? The reason is, for example, if there's a virus, okay, occurring at that endpoint, you block the network connections. Then how about if it is a production server, or if it is in VIP computers, can you do it right away? Maybe not, okay? Maybe you need to get some more approval before you do that. And the third point is about two silos products. I just mentioned about many customers nowadays own more than 20 security appliances on hand. I mean, the type of solutions. Okay, so yes, two silos. So you need to make sure that you have a solution in central to help you to orchestrate across all the devices. And also the lack of process. It is very important because nowadays, I cannot say you are in lack of process, but I can tell you that the process maybe you need to fine tune, or it depends case by case, okay? Say for example, if an employee asks you they want to execute a software that is not in your whitelist, in your company whitelist, what will you do? Ban it right away? Or allow it? No. Maybe maybe as a security team, you request your employee to do multiple levels of management approval, and then give the file to you. And you also need to make many decisions, like whether I allow that file to execute or not. Okay? If you take the file to take to the wireless total, you check on the threat cloud, manage threat intelligence, and then you base on your own personal judgment to judge whether the file can be added to the whitelist. It is not an exceptional case because the whitelist is built day by day from your hand. Okay, so how are you going to maintain the whitelist? It's not easy. So that's the reason you need a very good solution that's Splunk Phantom to help you. Okay, to do this kind of orchestration and automation. So the major functions of Phantom get 6 functions in this diagram. Actually, the first part is automation. For example, if you get an incident, you need to act automatically to it, so it is automation. And you need to orchestrate, okay, this is the second point, across all your devices. For example, if you need to set a backlist to one of your firewall, okay, it's done. No. How many firewalls in your company? More than one, right? So actually, you need to make sure your backlist is set to both firewalls. Maybe after setting, is it okay? No, you need to verify whether it's set properly or not. There's a lot of process before you apply a blacklist to a single router or firewall. So how are you going to orchestrate amongst all your devices in your company? It is very important and crucial. So Splunk Phantom can help you. So in the diagram, actually, you see a playbook-like thing. So playbook is the core of Splunk Phantom. Splunk Phantom can help you to use a playbook like a VCO, let you to draw a diagram from stage to stage, and then let you to make decision if the analysis decision, multiple if the analysis decision. And the beauty about talking about the license is it is not licensed based on the process. So you can set as many steps here in your playbook. And the license also not charge about the number of playbooks. You can write many playbooks, many processes as you wish. And then it carries the beauty of Splunk. Oops. Right, very fast. Okay, carrying the beauty of Splunk that have a huge community. So for those people, okay, you are using Splunk, you already know that Splunk has a huge community that shares all the apps, right? So in Phantom, also get a huge community of apps that helps you to orchestrate or integrate with many of your security solutions like firewall, routers, and etc. So joining to the community of Splunk, you enjoy the world's ever largest community of apps ever, I can guarantee. So I think many people are already using Splunk or heard about Splunk. You go to Splunk base, you have a lot of integrations and about Splunk. So this is how Splunk can help you to integrate and orchestrate with many of your solutions. And talking about collaboration on the third part is about that, for example, if you get an incident, you want to pass it to one of your staff, and then the staff will start investigation. Okay, when it is done, maybe you pass to another staff. It's very usual, it's very common. For example, if I want to apply a blacklist to a router, nowadays I need to send an email to the operation team. The operation team may send an email to the security asking for a PRM to give the password, and then pass to other teams and then to do all the things. So you will have the incident passing around teams. So Phantom helps you to do this. This is a typical example, like if you get a sandbox alert, so Splunk Phantom in the first stage can help you to queue it back to Splunk or back to any SIEM that you are using. Talking about this point, pay attention, very important. Phantom does not require you are using Splunk. Amazing, right? That means that you can use, and if your company is already using any other SIEM solutions, maybe you are planning to use Splunk but not yet, no worry, you can still use Phantom as the central nerve center to help you to do all this kind of orchestration, automations, correlate across all your devices, and then to send the file to like threat intelligence or to Column Black to do some threat hunting, send to various portals automatically, and then you get the results. And then you can run the subsequent playbook on the bottom side, the remediate playbook. So actually, you can define multiple playbooks, and then you can make use of Splunk Phantom to do all this kind of automation and orchestration. Bear in mind that you have so many devices in your hand nowadays. Pay attention to the arrows. It is double side, meaning that you are actually getting information from the firewall, for example, but you are using Splunk Phantom to actually command you to do things. So you can make use of these solutions to help you. So because of time, I cannot say too much, but I flip very fast I need to on those slides. So one special thing about it, customers using Splunk Enterprise Security, you already know about the notable events on the left part. So if you get a notable events, you can actually automatically send that notification to Phantom already nowadays. And in Phantom, you can further go through a workbook that tells you that, for example, according to MIiND attack framework, your attack seems to be hitting some of the tactics nowadays, okay? So you need to take actions. And then it will prompt the management, to do actions. For example, the management decide to do the close the investigation, that's okay. Or the management decide to contain the virus. After the action is chosen in Phantom, actually you can trigger back to Splunk Enterprise Security to close the ticket or to update the notable events. Okay? So this is one of the beauty of the very, very complete integration if you are already using Splunk Enterprise Security. Okay, some of the playbook examples, I just read the title because no time. Okay, like the malware investigation playbook, okay, as the name implies, when you get a malware, you can do all this kind of investigation. Splunk Phantom has this kind of workflow to help you. And DNS hijacking, okay, you can check for any malicious domain or the domain reputation or even if the certificate is expired or not. SSH endpoint investigation, so nowadays if you need to SSH to each Linux to run a lot of commands, it will be a huge nightmare, okay, it takes you a lot of time. But using Phantom, it helps you to do it in light speed. And also the reset AD password after the employee is departing. So actually it's not about only operations, not only about security operations, but about like normal operations day in, day out. But actually it involves security. So thank you today, actually, because time is short, and sorry again because you have a black screen, so you cannot choose to see other places but only me, and listen what I've said. But hopefully today I can make you understand more about how you can move from the security detection to automated response. And this will be the next phase according to many guidelines like CITIC and government guidelines, okay? Yeah, thank you.